here, and welcome to the Sparks Show, where we got comedy, news, and two forgettable digs.
With Sparks.
You've got tiny wrists.
Pike.
Hates French toast and your children.
And you, the committee.
Yo, what up, fucker?
Subscribe now and become a committee member.
My fault today.
Let's rock.
That's what I'm talking about. You do. Clickety, clickety, clackety, clickety during the intro because I forgot to set up the thing. So the I don't know what it's called. It's called the social plugin thing that I use so we can chat with the old YouTube live stream. You know, that's totally forgot to set that up this morning. Having a little technical difficulties on the show.
Unbelievable.
I know.
I get up an hour before the show every day to make sure I've got everything I need. And here you're last minute. I woke up. We're supposed to start at 8. I woke up. It was 8:01. I'm like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. So wait a minute. You've been up for 13 minutes?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. I know. Isn't it unbelievable? Because I didn't set an alarm. Normally, it's like, oh, my alarm didn't go off. Well, I admit I forgot to set one. But I still woke up.
Wow.
Because my body knew. Because I knew. I'm like, hey, isn't she supposed to be up?
Hey, aren't you supposed to be up? What time do you normally get to bed at night? What time are you normally crashing?
Dude, here's the crazier thing. Like, we go into bed at like 9:30.
Jesus.
But sometimes it takes me hours to go to bed. Last night, though, maybe 1 hour. So I'd say I'm sleeping by 11, which gives me about 9 hours of sleep. It should be enough.
Yeah. No wonder your body's like, hey, get up now. And your brain's like,
Yeah.
no, not going to do it. It's like, brain, stop being like, you sound like a spoiled brat. I want more. I want more sleep. You don't know what I go through. You don't know who I am. Yeah, we're part of you. We know exactly who you are. Shut up.
My brain's such a bitch.
Here. Yeah, I know. Your brain is such a really prissy, entitled. Whew.
Childish, really.
Yeah, it's really kind of embarrassing how your brain just ignores the rest of your body. I'm in control of you. Shut up, organs. I don't want to hear your complaints, skin. Oh, you want more water? Boo-hoo! I'm drinking coffee. Yeah, exactly. So,
My body seems pretty chill, though. That's cool.
yeah, your body's like, fuck, dude, this can't put up with this brain anymore.
Hey, man, we got to get up.
Got a horrible fucking, yeah. Oof. I like how your body's just every morning like, fuck. Your body's not tired because you slept, but your body's tired of dealing with your brain.
That's what it is, yeah. Before I wake up, there's like been a 2-hour argument going on between these two.
What is your problem? What, guys? Hey, kidney. What the fuck is this brain's problem? I don't know, man. I've been trying to figure it out for decades, bro. It's like ever since puberty, it just fucking went all crazy and shit. I have no idea, man.
Hey, what the fuck are you two talking about down there?
Nothing. Just keep sending me alcohol to filter. It's not like I'm tired of that shit. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You guys talking
Now
about
it's
my
personal.
back again? I know you are. God, your brain is awful. I would never want to deal with your brain, but your body, oof. I want to hang out with your body.
Why don't you go ahead and write that one down?
Yeah. Thank you. I will. Thanks. 4 minutes, 53 seconds into it. Hang with your body. All right. Well, welcome to the show. How the hell are you? It's a woohoo! It's a big day in America this morning. We'll have to talk about that coming on up here, Pike. Yeah, but first,
Are we still going with America? Or did it change overnight? All right.
Yeah, that's a great point. That is a great point. Hey, I think we still live in America, but hey, let me ask you this, Pike.
Okay.
What does your Australian accent sound like?
Really good. Hang on. You want to hear it?
Yeah. Are you kidding me? That's why I'm asking.
Okay, all right. G'day, mate. G'day, mate.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Man,
Can you say, hey, pop down to the store and pick me up some celery? Can you say that? Let's hear that in your Australian accent.
Hey, g'day, mate. Pop down to the store and get me some celery, mate. No, I can only say good day, mate.
You just throw mate. That's like when people fake Spanish, they just throw O's at the end of it. If you want to fake Australian, you just say mate at the end of each sentence, like a period. Pop down to the store and get me some celery there, mate. Mate.
Oh, that's good. Yours is good.
Mine's good. I watched a lot of Crocodile Dundee, too, growing up.
Oh, Crocodile Dundee. I thought you meant Crocodile Hunter.
No, Crocodile Dundee 2.
That's the one where he's got a knife, right?
He's already called the knife. That's not a knife. That's a sequel. Crocodile Dundee 2 in theaters. I watched a lot of it. Yeah.
Okay.
20. Yeah. It's great. Great movie. All right.
Never seen it. I just know the quote. The guy died?
I don't know.
Dundee?
I imagine he's dead. Maybe not. I don't want to just mythically kill him. I thought he died, but maybe he's still alive. I have no idea.
I wouldn't know. I don't know who that is.
Neither do I. I don't remember.
So you got a pretty good. Thank you. So wow, yeah, I love that. That was your question to kick things off.
Hey man, you got a question?
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. What is
the dumbest way to start a podcast every episode?
No.
What? Great. I love it. It's just really stupid, but that's why I love it.
Well, hey, listen. What's the animal you are most scared of?
The animal I'm most scared of? Ticks. Like,
really?
Without it, like, there's not even a comparison. Like, ticks. Ticks are disgusting. Oh, God, I got a shiver thinking about them. They're just so, like, disgusting. Any animal that sucks and feasts off your blood is already a fucking, like, wretched creature. Okay, I already don't like it. But a tick is the most insidious, most disgusting thing ever created. It burrows its head into your skin, starts feasting on your blood, then they swell and grow when they engorge with your blood. And then you have to, like, my dad always says, if you get a tick, you got to hit it with a match. You know, so you light a match and then you burn it off. Because if you try pulling the tick off, its head is in there, and you pull it off, you'll just rip its head, its body from its head, you know? And then it can become infected. Disgusting, bro. They're like ticks. Ticks, number 1. Leeches, number 2. Fuck that shit. Like,
man,
they're just
I was
awful.
thinking, like, you know, tigers or
No.
barracudas. No. Ticks. I will say they're just such motherfuckers. You know, mosquitoes buzz around and they suck your blood too, but at least they make it known. You know, they're like, bzz, hey, I'm gonna suck your blood. Ticks, you don't even know they're there till it's too late. You're always finding them in the shower.
Your impression of a mosquito is way better than your Australian. I just want to let you know. Bzz, hey, I'm gonna suck your blood. Bzz. Like, fucking awesome.
It's
borderline.
It's really
lounge
just
singer. Yeah.
It's just like an English American accent that has buzzes. spliced into it?
No, but it was also very, very chill, very casual. You almost started going into like, it's not unusual to be loved by anyone. You almost started going to that, hey, I'm going to suck your blood. But yeah, dude, that's the other thing. You find ticks in the shower when you're like investigating your armpit hair or your head. I've never had a tick, but I've almost had a tick. And
what?
Yeah.
Don't you play outside?
It's in southern. Yeah. Yeah, I play outside. I used to play outside all the time, but I never had a tick. You've had a tick?
Like upwards of 1 million, I think.
Oh!
Dude, we had them all the time, yeah.
What do you mean
this year?
You had one this year. Are you kidding me right now?
Like you're talking about just finding a tick on your body.
Yeah.
That frequently happens. I remember one time I was in church and I was just like touching my head and I felt something and I fucking pulled a tick out of my head.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're always on your legs. Yep. Most of the time you catch them crawling up your calves and you get them before they can do any damage.
Oh my God.
I go, hey.
This is like seriously freaking me out, dude.
Really?
Oh. That's disgusting. What are you doing with so many ticks? I've walked around the woods. I've played in the woods. You know, I grew up in Ohio. There's trees everywhere. Never had a tick.
I don't know. You're just the lucky one. Maybe it's worse in Minnesota, but yeah, my dog, man. So we have a lot of experience with ticks. One, my dog, and it was an old dog, but we found one on him that was, it was that big.
Oh.
It had been on there so long. It, like you said, filled up with blood, and he died like a week later. So I don't know if that had something to do with it. But then my dad also had one from hunting. We were deer hunting, and he didn't know about it, and he got Lyme's disease from it.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing. They carry disease. Ugh.
I know.
Fuck those things, dude. God, I hate ticks.
Sinister little fucks, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
The worst. What's your least favorite animal?
It's snakes.
Okay. I can see that.
And it's not close, yeah.
It's not close. You're like Indiana Jones. You're like, snakes, I hate snakes. No, that's good to know, man. Snakes are...
Yeah.
I don't have anything against snakes, but I can see why people would hate them. They're fucking weird.
Just terrible. Much like, kind of like the tick.
Yeah.
It's more a personality thing.
Yeah, but most snakes are harmless. All ticks are dangerous, you know? Most snakes... Like, we got snakes here. They're like gardener snakes, you know what I mean? They're not gonna... Like, I've seen a ton of snakes here in Ohio. And they're always like, they're in like the mulch beds. They're by your plants. You know what I mean? The worst that happens is that they eat like field mice or something. So in that case...
they would bite you. They would bite you, would they not?
No.
Yeah, they would.
Nah.
We had garter snakes growing up. They bite. I mean, yeah, you got to be like... playing with them.
Yeah, you really got to like piss them off if they bite. It'd be like if I bit you, you know what I mean? It's like you really got to be like, wow.
Like playing with their body. Yeah, okay. You would bite, huh?
I got to write that down too. Yeah. Yeah. Playing with body.
Yeah, but man, hate snakes.
I understand. I don't hate snakes, but I'm not a big fan of them. I think they're necessary, though. I don't think ticks are necessary. I think we can get by.
I don't know who are you to say.
Well, I think they're good for the environment, right? They keep a balanced environment, right? They're a predator.
Shit, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't. I feel like we could probably get it done without snakes.
I feel like that's where you're wrong, man. I feel like that's where you're wrong. I say keep snakes. He says let go of snakes, but that's fine because I don't think they're going anywhere. So you can just live in your hate-filled world. And I will do the same because I hate ticks, and apparently they're everywhere. And I'm just super lucky I haven't gotten one yet. So I'm gonna go move to Death Valley National Park where there's probably no ticks.
Well, there's probably worse there. Okay. I think you're better off with the ticks. You've never even had one. That's the unbelievable thing.
Yeah, hell no, I don't want one. All right, well, welcome to the show. How are you? Do me a favor while you're here and we argue about ticks and snakes. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for being here, being a part of this whole thing we call the Sparks Show. This is really, really great, man. We got 2 more people signed up for the Patreon yesterday. Pike?
Holy smokes!
I know,
man.
I know.
Like Smash Mouth said, they start coming and they don't stop coming. I hope.
Yeah, I hope they don't stop coming.
I hope that Smash Mouth guy was right.
Shout out to Zori, who signed up, and then Stefano in Switzerland. Good old Stefano, who signed up. So thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. That's really amazing. We got to keep this train rolling. Because we gotta get enough people signed up so we could just do the next Project Pay Him. But the very first Project Pay Him, we're putting up a billboard in Las Vegas. We're fronting that cash ourselves. We're gonna be putting it up, and we'll get to that here in a second. So definitely sign up, patreon.com/SparksRadio. The link is in the show notes below. Okay, so make sure you do that. Also, can I say this? Shop the shop, bro. Shop it. Shop that shop. Let's see if it pops up. Shop the shop. That's right. SparksRadio.com/shop if you can. All you got to do is, Jesus Christ, pop up there. There we go. All you got to do is check it out, see if there's something there you like, and then from there, buy it if you like. It's not like we make a profit off that fucking thing. $1.90 a shirt. No. We got to figure that out still. That's on my to-do list over here. There it goes. Shop the shop. There you have it. And then I think that's it. Is that all the bookkeeping shit before we can start the actual show?
Well, you're the bookkeeper.
I know.
I feel like you got it.
Was that it?
That's it. Subscribe. What else do we do?
Let me ask you this.
Each other.
Pike, what else do I say at the beginning of the show? I can't remember anymore.
You didn't do the social media thing? Like,
oh, that's
do the
right.
Single frame of me. Okay, there we go.
There's Pike Taylor Radio. Yeah, old Pikey boy. There he is. Make sure you go and follow him on all social media at Pike Taylor Radio, and I'm at Sparks Radio on all social media as well. Give us the old follow, and the reason why I want you to do that is because we want you to send in a smiling selfie. Remember, we're putting up that billboard in Las Vegas. The deadline is tomorrow to send in a selfie of you smiling. And then if you get the most votes, we're putting your face up on the missing teeth billboard. Whether you have teeth or you're missing teeth, we're going to black out your teeth no matter what. And make sure that it goes up. So it looks like a missing person's billboard, but then it just says teeth. And it's going to be your photo. So that's the first Project Pay Him joke that we're going to be putting up there. So make sure you sign up for the patreon.com/SparksRadio if you want to be a part of it. And Pike, while we're here, before we get to the rest of the show, we got to talk about the insanity shit that happened yesterday at the Capitol building, which is just banana. That shit was wild. And then we have to, of course, news that matters as well. But I want to mention this. We got one more submission from yesterday, and that's normal. You get a pop at the beginning, a lull in the middle, and then hopefully a pop at the end again. But shit was hitting the fan collectively on social media yesterday. You know, it was just a crazy. We woke up with big news. It didn't stop the entire day.
Hell no. That was you're right. Insanity. Couldn't believe that could actually happen.
Yeah. So before we get to, I want to talk about that with you because obviously everyone's talking about that. But I want to just say real quick, shout out to Glenn. We got a smiling selfie from Glenn. Here's the one he put up for the billboard, which I thought is pretty good.
That's nice.
The digitally altered face of Glenn, but it's pretty good though. His mouth is wider than his face, but pretty good. It shows all of his teeth. That's good. It's really good. So thanks to Glenn for sending that in. Make sure you DM us your smiling selfie. The deadline tomorrow is the final day you can do that. All right, because on Monday we put it up on Instagram, and that's where you can go and start voting for who you think should get up on a billboard in Las Vegas as we kick off Project Pay Him. Really cool stuff.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to the pizza who's now watching live over there on Instagram. So what's up, pizza? Good morning to you, sir. Now, Pike, yesterday, what was that? what was that?
It was chaos. And, well, I mean, let's say what happened, because they're supposed to be, approving the election of Biden. People show up to protest that because of, they believe it was a
rigged thing or something.
A rigged election. Yeah. I don't know where they get that from. Who's telling them that?
Yeah, where do they think that's based? Actually, you know what? We know exactly where that's coming from. That's coming from, there's like 5 people. Obviously, Donald Trump still saying he won by a landslide. You have Jim Jordan, who was just, was he yesterday or the day before? It's all running together now. Jim Jordan, he's from here. He's from Ohio. He's sitting there going, oh, man, this election is fraudulent, blah, blah, blah. And then I know Ted Cruz is definitely one of them. Ted Cruz is sitting there objectifying the electors of the state of... the electors of the state of Arizona. It was fucking bananas, man. It was bananas. They're sitting there arguing inside the U.S. Capitol that the election was fraudulent. And then here comes these protesters. I'll call them protesters at first. And then they turn into rioters when they start breaking down the doors and windows of the Capitol building, looting. Dude, they're flying the fucking Confederate flag in the U.S. Capitol.
Mm-hmm. Stealing shit. Penetrating the offices. Like they're sitting, they're in room. It's just an unbelievable sight.
Dude, it was like, you know what it was? First of all, it 100% was a coup. I mean, to the definition of a coup, you had people breaking in to stop the election of the U.S. president. Like, how much more of a coup by definition can you have? Secondly, it was like it was like a slow motion car accident. It was like 2 people are stopped at a 4-way stop, and neither one, like, they stopped and then they just let their foot off the brake and they just were just rolling towards each other and they just slammed in. It was like the cops, they didn't do shit. These people, they just kept advancing slowly. You know what I mean? They're like, what is going on? Why aren't you stopping them? You're not,
because they could, right? It would be quite easy to contain this. Yeah, these are just some men who, I don't know. Do they have guns? They had to have guns, right? Or
they found. Here's what they did. 4 people ended up dying yesterday. 4 people ended up dying. They found a vehicle. Well, they found pipe bombs in DNC office. They found a pipe bomb in an RNC office. They found Molotov cocktail and a long rifle in a vehicle parked on Capitol grounds.
Damn.
Like, these are rioters. Probably some of them are domestic terrorists. They tried to absolutely stop an election of our government. And it blows my mind, it blows my mind how insane that shit was yesterday. Because again, it was insane because of what was happening, but it was also insane how fucking low key it was for so many people. They're like, yeah, it's just in the they're just in the chamber of the of the Senate. Right. What? Are you kidding me? Have you ever tried going into a federal building? Every single time you go into a federal building, dude, it's like I get my body cavity searched. You know what I mean? It's like insane. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
That's just any old, courthouse in a town. But the fucking federal Capitol building in D.C., it seems like it should be anyway the most unpenetrable. Boy, that was a bit off more than I could chew with that one. Unpenetrable. Buildings in the country.
Yeah. Oh. Steven is here. He says, damn, those riots/protests were insane. Hold on. It went away. We're insane at the Capitol. What a disgrace. Us Americans can do better. I agree, Steven. 100%.
Yeah. I'm with Steven.
Yeah, man. Dude, it really bothered me, the Confederate flag flying around. Dude, somebody put up a fucking noose outside. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Confederate flag. That didn't even happen during the Civil War, bro. Like, if you're still holding on to the Confederate flag, those are traitors. Those are people that hated this country, that wanted to start their own. They printed their own fucking money, dude. The Confederate flag is a piece of trash. That's a trash flag. And if you're still holding on and you're flying it into the goddamn Capitol building, and you're sitting there at the same time, you're yelling at a dude taking a knee during the national anthem, you're a fucking hypocrite. You're a piece of trash, and you're a hypocrite. There's no other way around it.
What you are, you're big idiots, is what it is. You don't, like, everything you just lay down, all those facts about the Confederacy.
Yeah.
That asshole has no idea.
That's
he just
true.
knows fucking Leonard Skinner, had it.
Yeah.
The South and NASCAR.
Right. But that's like the people who fly like swastikas, and they're like, but I'm not a Nazi. It's a symbol of the Indian culture or whatever. You're like, bro, it's changed. They took it. They conquered it. They own it. You know what I mean? Charlie Chaplin mustache, he kind of lost that too. It kind of became the Hitler thing. You know, Leonard Skinner, sorry, bro, you lost that. You know what I mean? It was kind of owned by racists, then adopted to people who were racist, but then said they weren't. And then it's back to racism. So
yeah, right.
Put it away. You got Jared here. Jared saying, I couldn't believe it. It looked like a scene out of a movie when I first saw it. I completely agree, man. Completely agree. And then, I just saw, look, I don't know police tactics. I don't know, like, how they do things. But there's videos on Twitter, and it was originally on TikTok, I think. The police were just opening up the gates and letting them in. Now, I don't know if that was a containment tactic, like, okay, we'll let them in here, we'll stop them here, or do something. You know what I mean? I'm not going to jump to conclusions. I'm just telling you what I saw. Cops opened up the barricade, and people were like waving them in. Come on in, I was like, what? But I don't know there might have been a reason for that. Clearly, it was a bad reason because they got in to the Capitol building, but
it didn't work.
So I don't know what's going to happen, man. We're 13 days out from this.
Well, they ended up last night reconvening Congress, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, they had to. It's in the Constitution that they had to do it yesterday, the 6th of January. They had to count those votes. It's written. It's by law. They had to do it that day. So they had to reconvene.
Right. So I think we're just going ahead as scheduled, right?
Dude.
I mean, it's not going to happen again, is it?
No. Oh, I say that, but I didn't think that first time would happen.
Right.
I mean,
well,
dude,
thankfully,
you talk about these are the same people that are like, and rightfully so, rioters, looters. Nobody likes that. That's awful. Okay, no, I mean, I think it takes away from the movement. It detracts. I get it. People were angry and upset. I get it. But at the same time, you can't be like, well, I'm for protest, but against rioting during Black Lives Matter. And then you look at this and you be like, oh, yeah, they're patriots. It's like, dude, that was much worse than a Burger King, bro. Okay, that was the fucking Capitol building. Yeah. You know? I was crazy.
Well, there was not a lack of hypocrisy in a lot of ways yesterday. Like you just said. Yeah.
I agree with you, Steven. I think we could all do better as Americans. Like, come on. Enough of this nonsense. So we'll see what happens here. With Trump, I know they're talking, and this is legit. I think it was like PBS. Like, this is not some, weird, AmericanEagleFlag.net kind of website. This is like a legit news organization. They said that the president's cabinet is discussing the 25th Amendment, which is to remove the president from office, which is like,
wow,
holy shit. I don't know.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, you got to think about what does this look like to the rest of the world? The rest of the world
ridiculous.
Is pointing and laughing at us. Mm-hmm. And if there's one person who's laughing the hardest, it's fucking Putin. Putin is just elated about this shit. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yes, the downfall of America. It's fucking about time. That's what he wants, man.
Yeah, that's how it looks. But I mean, I really hope that that's not the case. Like that, in 13 days we can get back to not being so. You know, like my favorite tweet yesterday said, "Well, that escalated gradually over 4 years." Because it did. It really did feel like that. This was the peak of it all. And now we can reset and no more of that shit. It's like, yeah, we can all disagree, but there's not like these fucking armies on both sides being formed, it seems like.
Yeah, can we just get back to... How about this? Can we get back to being Americans first? You know what I mean?
I like that.
Let's get back to being... Okay, look, you and I disagree over... I don't know. Pick hot button issues. Gun control, abortion. What's another hot button issue? Probably climate change. Is that even a hot button issue?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, just like, with taxes.
Oh, taxes. Yeah, but get back to being an American. Pizza says, "Move on, please." We'll move on here, Pizza. Don't you worry. We got some other shit to talk about. But it was not easy finding other shit to talk about. This is what it's just our entire country, Pizza.
Listen, pizza. It's a big deal.
It's a goddamn big deal, Pizza. It's not like they raided a Bass Pro Shop yesterday. It was the goddamn Capitol building, you know?
And that's that's what made it, because there were huge protests and riots happening all over the country for various reasons the last couple of years. And everyone's like, what? It's like we've never seen a riot before? I'm like, well, yeah, but it's more of the location that makes it unique. It's kind of concerning. Yeah.
Our entire democracy, that's where it ends right there.
Right.
Fucking crazy shit, dude. Unreal. So I guess we'll see what happens here in the next couple days. But Pizza wants us to move on. But we're literally living through American history. We're in the height of a pandemic. There's a fucking coup on the American government. And Pizza's like, God, fucking move on. Boring.
Who cares?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't want a history lesson this morning. You're in it. You're living in it. This is the history lesson. We're all experiencing it. This is the crazy shit that they're going to be talking about in 10 years. Not the stupid piece of news I'm going to be bringing up here in 5 minutes that took me hours to find because it wasn't the world on fire. You know what I mean? Like, but I get it. I get it, Pizza. You're not tuning into this show for this shit. I fucking get it. I understand. We had to talk about it, though. This is not, civic duty. All right. I'm done. You feel good?
We good?
I'm all right.
Good? I'm good.
I think we hit it, and I think we'll move on just to make Pizza happy. I don't want to make you mad, Pizza.
No, everything we do is for Pizza. No, come on.
Hey, man. Steven wanted to weigh in on it. Jared wanted to weigh in on it as well, and they're fucking watching. But that's fine. Now that we talked about, the downfall of American democracy, the oldest, longest, most prosperous democracy in the world, let's talk about the news that really matters, Pike.
Okay.
Yes, this is the news that matters. Yes, this is the news that matters. Holy shit.
Look at that picture of Glenn. Isn't that gorgeous? We'll just set it all back. Oh, see, this is why we do Project Payham. Because while other people are burning down the halls of democracy, we are putting up billboards of toothless people in Las Vegas. Yeah.
The Lord's work.
I mean, if there's nothing that cheers you up more than that photo, I mean, come on. Come on, folks.
Beautiful.
I mean, or Josh from yesterday. Look at Josh. Look at that. Look at that beautiful smile.
Nice set of teeth.
Clearly flosses. And then you got Shane, who, he's missing one. But, boy, look at that. I mean, that's...
Yeah, that could have been an accident. Like, they got knocked out.
No. I know Shane pretty well. Shane lost his his tooth, and now he takes it out when he wants to drink faster because he says it's like he pulls out, pulls out like the carburetor.
That's funny.
Chug it straight down.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's Shane. That's the funniest photo. That might be my favorite photo.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, it goes to that picture of Shane, then like probably pictures of my children. You know, like it's that in hierarchy.
It's right up there. Yeah.
It's great. It's a really good one. Pizza. Jared says. Jared goes, pizza, a true American. There it goes. Thank you, Jared. Exactly. Pizza is already laughing. Pizza's laughing, throws up the horns, and does this whole thing. Pike, I asked you this morning to give me your Australian accent because we go to Australia for the first piece of news that matters.
Ooh. Well, good day, mate. Again.
Oh, man. You got two fishermen out there in, I don't know, Darwin, Australia.
Cool.
And they're out there fishing in crocodile-infested waters.
Okay.
It's already pretty crazy. You're out there fishing? That's pretty nuts.
Listen, there's a lot of crocodile-infested waters where I live, so it's it's no big deal for me. Like I'm out in that shit all the time.
That's true. Yeah.
Fishing.
So you're saying if you go fishing. Swimming?
Nah, fuck no. No, I would never get near the lake. No. I wouldn't even go fishing. Trying to sound like a badass. I'm not.
It's terrifying. Very, very scary. But yet they were out there, they were setting some traps for crab traps. Ooh. And so they're out there, crocodile everywhere. There's a croc around here, yeah, you know? And what is hanging about 39 inches above the water? Take a guess. What's hanging out there? 39 inches above the water on a tree limb.
Oh, I thought you meant in the boat.
No.
One of the guys wasn't pissing, was he?
No.
On the tree limb. Wow, was it a fucking snake?
No, it wasn't a snake. It was a naked man. There was a naked man.
It was a naked man. God damn. I was close.
Yeah, no, a naked guy was hanging out there above a tree limb, 39 inches above crocodile-infested water. And I feel like a croc could wiggle up there and snatch him and come back down. You know what I mean? He was covered in cuts, bug bites, fully covered in mud. You're like, Jesus crikey, there's a fucking, I don't know what they say, bloody guy up there, you know, whatever. And then they were going to ignore him, they said at first. Like, I don't know what the fuck that guy's up to. But then they saw him, he was in bad shape, they said. He was in bad shape. So they pulled the boat up to him. He jumped down in the boat. The guy took off his pants, his shorts, because it's summer there. Took off his shorts. Now he's just in his underwear. He's like, dude, here you go. Put these fucking things on, please. I don't want to see you naked anymore. And then handed him a beer, which is like the most badass Australian thing. Like, oh, we found a fucking guy up there in the tree. Hey, get him a beer. Hey! They said, quote, he looked like he could use one.
That's too good. Oh, man.
I guess the story goes that he was out there for days trying to survive, and he lost his clothes, quote, bits and pieces along the way, which, you know, what does that mean?
I don't know.
No idea. But yeah, dude, so he it turns out that he was on the run. He was on the lam from the cops. He was a fugitive from the law, and he had armed robbery charges, assault, battery. You know what I mean? I think he tried robbing a place and probably like pistol whipped someone with a gun. I don't know what happened, but he cut off his ankle bracelet and the cops have been looking for him for a week. So he's been living out in crocodile infested, basically like a bayou for like a week. For a week.
Brutal.
Yeah,
that's a tough way.
That was a tough way to go. Pizza says Sparks slept in Shane's car once. Haha, that's true. I did. I had to do that.
Who's Shane?
Who's Shane? That's Shane. That guy.
Oh.
I slept in the car with that guy. That guy lived in a car. And so for a radio, like punishment for radio, I had to go out there and sleep in his car for a night with Shane.
How'd that go?
Awful. It was awful. He lives in his car. It wasn't even a good car. It wasn't big. It was small. It was a Chevy Cobalt, and it was a 2-door, and he lived in his car. And I'm talking about like for a year he was living in his car. And
damn.
And yeah, I had to spend the night with that guy in a car. So it was,
you guys kiss?
No.
Okay.
Covered myself in plastic so I wouldn't get dirty. It was disgusting. I didn't want to be in there.
You would.
Of course. It's disgusting. He threw up.
Okay.
Let me just say there was coconut oil in his cup holder for a reason.
Good. Yep.
Yeah. By the way,
make
this
it your home.
No, dude, it was. And it was the summertime in Las Vegas, so it was very hot in the car. We had to sleep with the windows down. It was awful.
Oh, geez. So you obviously don't let the car run overnight.
No. There was no air conditioning, none of that stuff. So we had to, it was awful.
Oh,
What's your news that matters?
Well, let me tell you, we're going to go to Denmark, where they've launched a children's television show for children about a man with a giant penis. This is a true story. The show premiered last weekend. Let me just give you a synopsis of the storyline here. John Dillermand has an extraordinary penis. So extraordinary, in fact, that it can perform rescue operations, etch murals, hoist a flag, and even steal ice cream from children. Now, obviously, this has sparked a debate among parents about what their children should be watching. Because this is... Sparks, I'm not even fucking kidding. This is a guy with a giant penis, and that's what the cartoon is.
That's crazy.
So I wanted to get your thoughts on what do you think? Do you think this is irresponsible to be airing such content for children?
Yeah, of course. It's highly irresponsible to be airing such content with children, as you discuss this story, whilst my children walked in the room.
No way.
Yeah, they're here.
Wow, let's get their opinion.
I was trying, like, you guys got to get out of here. You guys got to go. It's okay, guys.
Hey, kids,
I'll be out there in 1 second. We're almost done with the show. No. Vamos con mami. Hold on.
Okay. I'd love to find out what the kids think of the show. Aimed at 4 to 8-year-olds. John Dillermand, the man with the world's longest penis, who overcomes hardships and challenges with his record-breaking genitals.
Yeah, I bet something is very hard about him. Yeah. I mean, the hardships are real and all that kind of stuff. Oh, my God.
Dude, I don't think it's getting hard because I don't know how big you're imagining it, but it looks to be like a long rope. Like you could tow a vehicle.
What country is this in again? Sorry, I missed some of that because I'm sitting there asking I'm like, guys. That's why I flipped it to your camera for a long time and I muted my mic and the whole thing. So, Denmark.
Oh, Denmark.
Denmark has a cartoon about a guy who has a giant. You know what?
Yeah.
Prehensile is? You know what that means?
No.
Prehensile is like a tail that can grab things. That's called a prehensile tail.
Oh.
Yeah, so like monkeys have prehensile tails. I guess a elephant's trunk would be prehensile, right? This guy has a prehensile penis because he can clearly just wield it. And let me just say, I would love to have that if I could. That'd be amazing.
The prehensile part or just the incredibly huge penis?
I think it would have to be I don't know.
If you had to pick one.
I mean, yeah, because it really only really helps if it's big and prehensile, because then it would be, because if it's small and prehensile, you can't really grab anything, you know?
Yeah, if you wanted to, you'd have to really hip into it. You'd have to get real close proximity. Which at that point, it's like, well, I've got hands. So I personally would take the extraordinarily long penis over the prehensile. Yes.
I think I would go the opposite. I think I would go prehensile.
So with what you've got right now, which we don't know, it's prehensile.
I think, yeah, because you know what? The curse of the super long, like egregiously long rod would be, it's almost a curse. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
First of all, you're going to pull down your pants. Ladies are going to see that thing, and they're going to be like, what the fuck? What is that?
Well, this one here, in this example, the cartoon,
yeah,
you wouldn't even get the lady into the room because the penis is running around like a fire hose. She knows about the penis. Okay.
That sounds awful. You're saying I need like a baby Bjorn for my dong? Like, that's the worst. Why would you choose that?
In the cartoon to see how he navigates life.
Yeah. You have to like roll it up like a garden hose.
Yeah.
On the side of a house.
In the clothes, he's got to wear like a weird kind of dress thing.
Yeah.
So it can come out the bottom. Yeah.
And this is a cartoon for children, because clearly the animator should be arrested. Like, what a perv. You know what I mean? Like,
there are people defending it, saying that there are some valuable lessons.
People can find valuable lessons in anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People can find valuable lessons in like what happened yesterday. You know what I mean? People can just spin anything. It's either is it right or is it not? Is it a show for adults? If it's a show for adults and it's a cartoon, that's whatever. But if that's legitimately
their target is 4 to 8 year olds.
Okay, yeah. Fuck everything about this show. Like, that's disgusting. That's awful and unnecessary. Like, what you should be you can learn about like life values and stuff without a dick running around the hallways of some place, you know? I can learn the value.
Are you sure?
I just thought it was so. I was like, oh man. I look over, the door opens over here. It's like, I just see my son pop open where you're like, a cartoon about a penis. I was like, oh no.
He's going to want to watch it.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Not going to let him. Not going to let him at all. Let's get to my next news story, Pike, because as we know, the elections have been a point of contention. And the election, I should say the swearing in of our new president is going to happen on the 20th. So until that happens, the stock market has been fluctuating a little bit. And if you're into weed, you're making cash, my friend, because with the Georgia results yesterday of the Senate, now the Senate is going to be flipped to the Democrats. So they're like, tech stocks have gone down, but weed stocks went up yesterday. You know, they're like, what?
Yeah.
The Democrats are getting in. Buy the weed, boys. Buy the weed. So that's what they were calling down. So yeah, all weed stocks went skyrocketing yesterday. So if you own any of the, I think they're Canadian companies actually, because I used to own some of those. I sold them like maybe 2 weeks ago. I sold my weed stocks because I lost a bunch of money on them.
Wow.
Yeah. Canadian cannabis companies. Yeah. It's Afari, Tilray. They're merging. They rose more than 15% yesterday, which is crazy. Rivals Canopy Growth Kronos and Aurora also posted double-digit gains yesterday as well. So if you're into that, then my God, man, I'm telling you,
you think they're just going to legalize everything? Is that what's going to happen?
No. All drugs or just weed?
Yeah, you know those liberals.
I don't think they're going to legalize everything. I would like them to. That way they can federally regulate it and tax it. I've gone over this a million times. You can educate people on that they're bad and all that kind of stuff. I'm definitely not pro-drug, but I'm pro-legalizing them. However, I do think weed's going to get federally legalized. I do.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what now that they've got just a full control of the legislature.
Yeah,
what they're going to do.
Dude, here's the thing. Just like Trump had 2 years of get it done. Whatever you need to get done, you can get done. Right, the first 2 years of his presidency, they had the Senate, the House, the White House, and the Supreme Court launched it. So we'll see what happens.
Right.
Yeah. So
checks and balances. Okay, great.
Dude, yeah. So if you're into weed, and by the way, the other one was tech stocks took a dive. Green energy companies like Tesla, battery manufacturing companies, it's insane. Yeah. So there you go.
All right. So on an airplane, have you ever been on a plane where there's somebody kicking your seat behind you? A child, most likely. In rare cases, a full-grown fucking adult.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Very annoying. Very annoying.
It's like
this happened. Oh my God. Miserable. And you can't just yell at a kid that's not yours.
I do.
Well, this woman.
Fuck that.
You do.
Oh, yeah.
You yell at a kid.
I first of all, I slow play it. You know what I mean? I go like, hey, I'm sorry, can you please stop that? And I make sure to look at the parent right next to him. Hey, can you please stop that? And then the parent's like, oh, please stop. And then as they keep doing it, I'm like, hey, my seat. And I get fucking adamant about it. I paid a lot of money for that seat. I don't need some, ask your kid to stop. Don't get me wrong. My kid's been the one kicking the seat before too. And I'm like, fucking stop kicking that goddamn seat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to tell him.
Man, you're kind of a nutcase. I like it.
Nutcase?
Yeah, kind of a lunatic.
The kid is kicking the seat. You don't kick furniture. Get your foot down.
Okay.
And now I'm starting to sound like myself on a plane.
Yeah, well, this story it happens to be about a woman, kind of like the female version of you, I think, who had her seat getting kicked. 2 little kids were behind her. They wouldn't stop. So when the plane landed, she just went straight to the mom of these 2 kids and clocked her. Punched her in the face. She landed 3 punches. Woman ended up with some injuries to her head and lip. And the cops arrested the bitch because it's like, what?
Yeah.
You can't just punch punch a lady.
Punch people in the face.
Yep. Her quote was, "You gotta do what you gotta do."
Jesus, no remorse. There's no.
She was ready to go to jail for that. I like it.
No, I would never. It would never come to fisticuffs for me. Come on.
It's especially straight to fisticuffs. I would get into a shouting match before I punch somebody.
John is here. John says Sparks don't give a fuck about your kids. No, dude, that's nuts, man. No, look, you don't punch somebody over kicking his seat. Come on, that's ridiculous. Now, if they are leaning their chair back into your space, then dude, flying is the worst. I mean,
people always talk about that, but I don't even fly on airlines where you can recline your seat. So that's kind of nice. To me, that's just a myth. I don't even know where can you do that.
Shout out Allegiant Airlines and Spirit.
Allegiant, Spirit, Frontier. Those are that's my airline.
Flying in lawn furniture. Exactly. Tray table? Oh, I'm sorry. No, I have a motorcycle license plate that folds down. It's about the same size.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So funny, dude. I know exactly what you mean. Gooch, comedian Brandon Hahn, very funny guy. He had this great joke. He was saying that like, depending on the airline which you fly on is also, it's like equivalent to your status in America. It like shows you where you are in life.
I would agree. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's exactly why I'm always flying like Spirit, Allegiant, Frontier. Oh, man. Have you ever flown first class in your life?
Fuck no.
Yeah,
I've never even flown Delta. Forget first class. I don't even know what those planes look like.
You're like, I've never even been on a plane with wings. I don't even know what that's like. Wow. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Sad reality.
Sad truths are being said today. Kids are just tiny assholes like their parents. I think kids need to be taught. Kids absolutely need to be taught. And by beating the woman that had the kids kicking the seat, those kids aren't going to learn anything.
Well, you know, anytime you can beat a fellow adult, you got to do it. Good for her. I was going to say beat a woman, but I'm like, what? No, don't say that.
Yeah. Way to censor yourself. You don't want that living in infamy on the internet. It's not what you sound. Again, it's not what it sounds like.
As a woman, anytime you can beat a woman.
No, you can't do that because they'll just take that second part of the quote and they'll just put that part in quotes.
Mm-hmm.
Pike Taylor condoning violence. It's like, no, God, no one can just. There's no nuance anymore. Pizza says, I'm 6'5". It's hard for me to even fit in an airplane seat. All right. I need an "oh, good for you" button here. All right. We have Pizza bragging about his height. I can't even fit in an airline seat because I'm a giant. All right. You fit in my Jetta just fine, Pizza, when I gave you a ride. And you weren't wearing underwear, you weirdo.
Man, you've been in a lot of car experiences with our listeners.
The committee. I've been in the committee's cars quite a bit. Well, he was in my car. I gave him a ride. That's fine. He had been drinking. Pizza's a great dude. He just didn't wear underwear.
Sounds like it. What do you need him for? Really? Tell me.
I wear underwear every day. Dude, can I know we're off the rails on this one a little bit.
Yeah.
I bought shorts, like workout shorts, and they have like mesh, like a swim trunk. You know how it had like the mesh lining in there? The shorts have those.
Well, why'd you buy them?
I didn't know they were in there. I had a gift card. I went, they got them from REI. I had a gift card. Bought them. It's like one of the few things I could afford with the gift card. I was like, all right, I need some new workout shorts. I got them. And I come home and I'm like, I got a little thing. So do I wear underwear with those or do I not?
Yeah, I would go ahead and wear the underwear.
You wear
if you're going to be working out.
But it has like the lining on the inside of the shorts. It's attached.
Is it snug to your genitalia?
Yeah. Dude, it's like I'm wearing a diaper in there.
No, I would still wear them because those things, like those nettings, man, if those don't rub and chafe and cause all sorts of mayhem down there.
But I kind of like it because when you're working out and you go to like a gym, and it's been a while, but I'm saying, you go to a gym, all those ladies in that gym, they're all looking at your dick,
Yeah, that's why they go.
That's what I'm thinking.
Spotting.
They are. Especially when, dude, I'm doing jumping jacks and your junk is just flapping around down there. You know what I mean?
I know.
And your basketball shorts or workout shorts or whatever, they don't hold anything back.
Fuck no.
You know what I mean?
Unless you got some, like, if you have real tight boxer briefs, I forget what you wear.
I wear boxer briefs. But none are tight enough to hold. I mean, I'm not saying I have a giant, uncontainable package. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying every time I'm bouncing around or something, that thing is, it's all there.
If you're an adult, unless you're in gym class, like why are we doing jumping jacks?
Yeah, but sometimes they'll make me do mountain climbers up, or high knees or something. You're getting your blood pumping. And I'm like, yeah, well, is it like a pump? Like I'm trying to get water out of the ground? Because my junk is just flapping back and forth like a handle. Like I'm trying to get water out of the well. I'm like, it's just weird. I don't like it. So I put on this shorts and they have this, the netting in there. Let me just say that stuff kept it all in place, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why they have it.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, are we back to the netting? We had netting. We lost the netting. Now it's coming back. And I did put it on with underwear, but I was like, am I supposed to? I wasn't sure.
Don't even need them. Yeah, man. That working out thing, if you could, that's where you wish you had a detachable penis. If you could just leave that in the locker with your coat and your keys and stuff, it'd be way easier.
100%. 100%. Agree. Mm-hmm. Yeah. John says, hashtag small peen problems. You don't see nothing. I'm sorry to hear that, John. But you know what? I'm not. You've been given a gift, man. I'm not saying I'm stacked at all. Trust me. I'm fine.
What?
I'm doing okay, but I'm not I'm not concerned about it on the low end, and I'm not concerned about it on the high end. Does that make sense?
You got a forgettable dick.
That's right.
Nobody's gonna see that and talk about it. That's good. That's fine. That's where you want to be, really.
That's right. We'll come back to the intro of the show. 2 forgettable dicks. That's right.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, and I'm happy with it. But at the same time, whoa, man. I don't know. The whole thing was crazy. Pizza says never buy shorts with built-in underwear. Those are for Barney posers, bruh.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means, Pizza. Barney posers? I don't know. He's from SoCal. I'm not up on the lingo. But there you go. All right. I'll tell you my experience. My first workout is today with those shorts on. So,
all right.
Guess we'll find out.
Let us know. Take a video of you doing some jumping jacks.
All right, I will. I'll take a video of me doing some jumping jacks. Everyone can just look at my crotch while I'm doing that. That'd be great. I would love if everyone does that. Thank you. At Pike Taylor Radio on all social media. Make sure you give him a follow. And by the way, send in your selfies. I'm at Sparks Radio on all social media as well. We want you to send in a smiling selfie of you so we can put you up on a billboard in Las Vegas. We already got some in here. Like we've got Humphrey. He sent this one in. We got Hunter, who sent this one in. Colin, who sent this one in. Shane, who sent this one in. Just start sending them in, all right? Because the deadline is going to be Friday, tomorrow evening. Send it in. I got to make the artwork, and then I got to send it into the billboard company. We're putting up a billboard like this one, missing teeth there in Las Vegas, except for it's not going to be Pike and his missing teeth. We're going to black out your teeth on your faces. You could potentially be getting in the billboard game. All right, that's it for the show. Hit subscribe if you would. Please tell a friend. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it, and we'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then. Bye 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 bye. Oh wait, I gotta hit the show ender. I almost just ended the stream without that.
Show's over, motherfuckers. Now get out of here.